What's up, guys? I'm back, and today I'll be discussing one of a new band that I haven't talked about on this channel yet, and that band is called Set It Off because they just dropped a new album called Midnight this past weekend, and I can't help but be very excited to talk about this because I really did not expect to anything really. I didn't expect much from this album. It was just very unexpected. I decided that I was going to give it a chance because I have a little bit of history with these guys, and I would like to talk about that with you guys right here, right now. And that history hasn't necessarily been like the best because I just never really got into any of their previous albums. And those albums that I'm going to be talking about mainly are Cinematics, Duality, and Upside Down. Some of them have been favored by critics, but not every single one of them have been very praised by all the fans. But either way, I just never really got into it too many of the albums. Like, there were singles and songs from them that I enjoyed, and the very first song that I actually heard and actually started listening to and started trying to get into them was Don't Make Fun of Me for This, but was actually the cover of Ariana Grande's Problem that was on the Punkos Pop 5 or 6, one of the two. When I heard that, I liked what Set It Off did, and Cody Carson's voice I really enjoyed at the time, and I really just started to wanted to try to get into some Set It Off because I liked what I heard there, and there were a few songs like here and there, like on Swan Songs and Partners in Crime and Ancient History and Why Worry. I really enjoyed and liked those songs. And then when it got to Upside Down, I didn't really get into that album that much. I think at the time when that album came out, what was it, like 2-3 years ago now, I tried getting into that album, tried listening through, and there was maybe one or two songs that I really liked. One of which was Uncontainable, and the other one was Hypnotized. And other than that, I never really got into that album or really Set It Off all that much. So when this album came out and I listened to two songs out of the 4 or 5 songs that they did release, the two songs I listened to were Midnight Thoughts and Lonely Dance. And based off of what I heard from those songs, especially the first time with Lonely Dance, I really didn't really get into that song all that much. That was the first of the two songs that I actually heard, which makes sense. I believe that song actually dropped before. But I didn't really care for this song at first, but with more listens, I really grew on me. Maybe that's the case with a lot of Set Off's other albums and a lot of their other songs. So because I did go back and try to listen to some other songs from their previous albums, and I could definitely say that I like the style, I like the direction, and I'm definitely starting to get into more of their style and where they came from. And the other song that I listened to was Midnight Thoughts, and I really enjoyed that song. That's actually probably one of my favorite songs on the new album. I just love everything about that song, and it's really just great in my opinion. But other than that, I would love to just dive right into the rest of this new album and just discuss with you guys. This is a discussion, not as much of a review of what I was doing. So, in other words, at the end of the video, once you're done, I'll drop in the comments what you think of this album, and we can discuss together. I will be probably responding to pretty much any comment or whatever that you do put down there because I don't get that many comments to begin with. But either way, we can have a discussion and everything of what you guys think, and we can talk back and forth and everything, which is why this is a Let's Discuss video. But with the album Midnight, as we start off with the album, we get Killer in the Mirror, and I could tell you, as soon as I started listening to this song, I was definitely intrigued. I'm like, okay, this album is really drawing me in already, and how that leads straight into Hourglass, and it just really works very well. And I could definitely say that this album is a very cohesive album in sound and style. It takes a lot of the elements, mainly from the popular style and elements from Duality and everything, and blends it and a little bit with the newer sound that came from Upside Down, and with elements and little instrumentations in here and there back all the way from cinematics as well. So like we get a little bit of everything with throughout this album, which is good because you're gonna have the fans who like the stuff from Upside Down, you're gonna have the fans who like the stuff from Duality, and you're gonna have the fans who like the stuff from cinematics. So I feel like this has a little bit of everything for everybody. So whether or not you're a fan of the whole album or not, you're gonna have fun with at least some of the songs that are throughout this album. And I can tell you that I was surprised that I actually enjoyed pretty much every single track on this album in some way, shape, or form. I like some tracks a lot more than others because there were a couple tracks here and there that I didn't really care for, but I can definitely say that the tracks I did like consisted of Hourglass, Killer in the Mirror. I do really like that song. And then, of course, I like Lonely Dance and Midnight Thoughts. But then there were some other surprise songs throughout the album that I really enjoyed as well. I didn't hate For You Forever. At first, for a while, I was like on the verge of like okay to good or whatever. But now I'm leaning a lot more into that good side of with that song. But there are definitely songs on here that I enjoy a lot. No Disrespect. I actually like that song. I like what comes out of that song, even though it's a bit of like a breakup song and everything. It's cheesy a bit. I still enjoy it. I have fun with it. It's a very good, catchy song. A lot of these songs have just been really getting stuck in my head while I'm at work, and I'm just having fun, kind of like nodding along and everything. So like it's a lot of this album is just plain fun. I just can't help but enjoy most of this album. And there are a few tracks here and there that I don't really care for as much. Well, like I said, I still like them, but I don't care for them as much, and kind of drag down the album a little bit, and almost kind of like blends in with the rest of the album. And those two songs are primarily Stitch Me Up and Go to Bed Angry. And I can definitely say with those songs, it's the much more popular elements that are shown throughout these songs that I don't really care for as much. And I feel like those are probably some of the more popular elements on this, popular songs in general on the album, that I feel like a lot of people won't really care for as much. Of course, you're going to get the people who do like those songs, but me personally, I'm not a huge fan of some of those songs, but I can still have fun with them. And honestly, I really love the closing track on this album as well, Happy All the Time, which is ironic because it's not really about being happy all the time. It's about saying that you don't have to be happy all the time. It's okay to feel down or whatever. It's what helps you get through changes and grow and everything and become a better person, is pretty much what this song is saying. So it's trying to help anyone that's having like hard times and rough times and everything, who just want to be happy or whatever. It's pretty much that song that's for them and everything. That's just trying to say, hey, it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to be happy or whatever, or pretend to be happy or anything. It's okay to feel down, let those tears out and everything. And it's just a great song. I feel like the message is very powerful and can really touch a lot of people's hearts. And it's just one of those songs. Missing You by All Time Low on their Future Hearts album was very similar in a sense to like this song. So I definitely can see like a lot of like elements and everything kind of like and going back and forth there. And one song that I actually enjoyed that I feel like a lot of people might not really enjoy as much is the slower ballad song on Open Windows. And I don't know why, but I like Cody Carson's voice with just that slower style and everything. It feels like a nice, calm song, and it was, compared to like the rest of the album, which is really fast paced, almost kind of like in your face, very poppy and everything. Like this was kind of a bit of a breath of fresh air after listening through what was it, like 13 straight tracks of just a lot of energetic, and a lot of different meshed sounds and styles that were just kind of like placed right there in front of you and everything. Like, this really was a song that really just felt good, especially towards the end of the album. It was definitely the right place to put it, like right towards the end of the album. And I just really enjoy the song. I think Cody Carson's voice sounds amazing. There's really not much more I can say about this album other than just the fact that I did enjoy this album, but I would love to know what you guys think. Please let me know in that comment section down below what you really think of this album. We can have a discussion like I said earlier. And if you want to join that Swamp Team, then make sure you click the thumbs up button, you subscribe, click that bell icon, and go over to one of my social media accounts and follow me or like me over there. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.